Good morning, family, friends, loved ones, strangers abroad. Hope you guys are having an excellent day. Hope you guys still applying that 1 hour prep rule to set the tone and standard for your day in order to be effective, efficient, productive, and perform at the highest of your ability. So today, guys, before I get into the topic and give you guys my infamous slogan to set the tone and standard for this video, I have to give my appreciation to everyone that's been checking out my videos and just allowing me to spread great information that you can use in your daily life, and on a bigger scale allowing me to exert positive energy into your life, daily life. So today's topic, guys, like I mentioned in my previous video, I want to talk about mental health issues in the urban community, African American community. And it's going to be a 3-part video series. So today I'm going to talk about black men and black young men mental health issues. Tomorrow I will discuss black women and black young women mental health issues. And on the final day, I'm going to discuss how, on a broader perspective scale of things, how as an urban community, African American community, how we suffer with mental health issues and the various factors that contribute to our mental health issues. So before we get into the topic, I gotta hit you guys with that slogan. And if you know it, you can say it with me. And if you're new to checking out my videos, this is what I do to set that tone and standard, set the energy throughout the video. So with that being said, guys, yesterday was today, tomorrow will be today. So today has to be the day that we start planning and putting our plans into action for this year in order to be a step closer to our dreams, goals, and on a small scale, just the crush daily tasks. So let's get into it, guys. Mental health issues amongst black men and black young men. Now, I did some research, jotted down some things that stood out to me, highlighted a few things, used a few credible sources in order to carry my conversation throughout this video. So with that being said, guys, let's dive into it. And it says, black men are more likely to have extended periods of unemployment than white men or women, according to the Department of Labor. And long-term joblessness can be a precursor to depression. Now, I can attest to those things because we all know, there's a strategic system put in place that for us in particular, for the urban community, African American community, to disempower the black man or the black family, and on all in different areas of our lives, as far as financing jobs, and just overall, just being a provider like a man should. There's a system put in place to disempower us, but that statement alone says a lot. Long-term joblessness is a precursor to depression. Now, you going without work, not being able to provide for your family, that adds stress or adds on depression and messes with your mental health. So to keep going, it says exposure to violence, drug use, and other stressors lead to high rates of PTSD, which is short for post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, violence, drug use is I agree with that statement 100% because we can't dictate what environment we are born in. And 10 times out of 10 it's a poverty-stricken environment. Well, I say 9 times out of 10 it's a poverty-stricken environment. And we all know what goes on in poverty-stricken environments: drugs and violence. And as we grow in that environment, we usually resort to those outlets in order to cope with anything we're going through. So I agree with that 100%. To move further along, black men are slow to get evaluated for mental health issues. Black men are reluctant or unable to visit a primary care physician, who are the first to identify signs of depression and other illnesses. Now, why are black men slow to get evaluated for mental health issues? Because I would say we're socialized to be able to withstand anything or go through anything, and being able to suck it up and carry on with our lives, also in marriages. And if we do decide to, express ourselves emotionally about different concerns, we're going to be hit with the stigma of being called weak. I think that's a tactic that's used to create mental health issues within the black men, because we're socialized to not express ourselves about concerns and being called weak. So we hold all that in and let it bottle up, and in the long term it's very detrimental. So we have to stop giving power to that stigma of being called weak and start seeking out professional help, guys. And we have to start doing that to carry on. This is a quote from David Marion. He's a PhD therapist out of Jackson, Mississippi, where I resided for a couple years while I went to Jackson State University, my HBCU. He quote and says, "It goes against what we have in our minds of what we are meant to be. Strong black men should be able to handle any and everything in their lives. We've been socialized to believe we should be able to work through any problem that happens in our lives of marriage. If we cannot, this is a signal that we are weak." Unquote. I agree 100% to that particular statement that he made. We scared to, to show that or express our emotional concerns because we don't want to be called weak at all. I can feel that 100%. But we have to not give power to that stigma, and we have to change our perspective, and we have to know that vulnerability is stronger than holding in or bottling up all that frustration, anger, and hatred. We have to start being open or creating a non-judgmental environment and creating that space for the opportunity to express your concerns or your emotional concerns about different things. Now, to carry on, this is from a lady named Mary Pender Green, who's a psychotherapist out of New York City. She specializes in relationships, individuals and couples, things of that nature. This is what she has to say. She say most of her men are drawn in from relationship troubles. Some offer couple therapy rather than risk losing their partners. Sometimes, though, men discover that they haven't developed healthy communication patterns, which can lead to stress inside and outside of relationships. Now, that last part stuck out to me because it made me think men haven't developed healthy communication patterns. And I thought that is true because, like I said before, from a young man, young boy growing up to be a man, we're often taught not to express ourselves if we're going through something, or express our concerns, or express our emotions if we're going through things, and that in turn bottle up in us, just keep bottling up over a long term or a lot of years or a lifetime. Let all that anger and hatred, frustration bottle up that we don't know how to, we haven't had the opportunity to develop healthy communication patterns. So guys, it's not too late to change that around. We have to start opening up and just throw away that old way of traditional thing of you're not a man if you you know start expressing yourself emotionally about different concerns you looked at as weak. We have to forget about that, guys, because we have to be, once we start developing these healthy communication patterns, we lift weight up off our shoulders, allow ourselves to be vulnerable, and that in turn is a practice that you do on a every day, or however you want to schedule it. It's a practice that you do that allow you to be healthy mentally in order to be a good provider for your wife, just be a great husband, brother, be a great boyfriend, be a great son. We have to create this non-judgmental environment between immediate family members, or more importantly, your spouse or your significant other. And she has to, in return, not be judgmental or call you weak because you want to express your emotions or concerns, And when she does that, allow you to express yourself in a non-judgmental environment or atmosphere, this in result creates a deeper connection with your significant other or spouse, a deeper meaning. You know what I mean? So we have to start opening up, guys, and stop sucking all this hate, frustration in because we don't want to be called weak. Like I said, it's strength and vulnerability. So to keep going, what she says, another quote, they withdraw or become angry or argumentative. They stop living the lives they used to live. It's very unusual, no matter how much is going on with them, for a man to ever say to me, I'm sad or depressed. Fellas, we have to stop doing that. We only hurting ourselves when we deny that we are sad or depressed. We have to start opening up, guys. And I know it's going to be different to do it, or initially it's going to be hard, but we have to start somewhere in order to take care of ourselves mentally, in order for us to be, be that great provider that we know we can be. So guys, we have to stop denying the fact that we are depressed or sad, and we have to start opening up, being vulnerable, and expressing our concerns and emotions. This also goes for, parents with little boys. We have to create that non-judgmental atmosphere where they can express themselves, express their emotions and concerns, and that in the long run creates healthy communication patterns that can carry over into their friendship, relationship, or marriage. So guys, I'm going to end with this quote, which was given by a guy who suffered from depression and mental illness, mental health issues. He's a part of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, and he quoted this: "We hold stuff in, and that's why we don't live long." I'm gonna repeat that. We hold stuff in, and that's why we don't live long. There's so much power in that statement because we do hold in, bottle up all of that frustration, all of that anger, hatred, and only way we know how to cope with that is abusing drugs or resulting to violence, domestic violence, any type of violence. We resort to negative outlets, guys, in order to cope with our emotions that's bottled up inside of us. So we have to change our perspective and how we look at this thing. We have to start, seeking out professional help, and we have to start being aware of the symptoms early in order to, aid our mental health. So guys, don't be slow to seek out help, and don't be scared to open up because you're afraid of being called weak. It's strength and vulnerability. So start opening up, expressing your concerns, expressing your emotions to your significant other, spouse, whomever you may trust, start there and seek out professional help. You know, don't be ashamed about it, because you want to be in a great in a great state of mind. You know, have good mental health. You want to be a provider, a level-headed provider. You know, being a great husband, great father, son. You know, things of that nature. So, guys, with that being said, I want to leave you guys with this video. You know, it's very, very important to me, and I hope to you as well, because we are suffering from mental health issues and we don't know it. And we have to start opening up, guys, and seeking out professional help in order to, you know, be healthy mentally. We have to be healthy mentally in order to, you know, be productive and efficient throughout our days. You know, we don't want to hold in some frustration, negative energy, anger, you know, just get on with our lives. Eventually you're going to implode or explode into something that is outside of yourself. So we want to take care of that, guys. Start opening up, seeking out professional help, and we have to get better. So, that being said, guys, tomorrow I will cover black women and black young women mental health issues. Hope you guys are having a great day. You know, still being kind, generous, positive, spreading that good energy to uplift someone else's spirit, and in return, they can uplift someone else's spirit, because we all know energy is transferable. So be sure to spread love and positivity. With that being said, guys, peace, and most importantly, love.